just for a minute. Close your eyes for a second.
Hi guys, I'm gonna find every avenue to give you guys an update, and today we're gonna be covering all things the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I think this is episode 8. We're gonna try and get into all the shenanigans that happen amongst the ladies. Now, first things first, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're yet to subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just hit the notification button, comment, like, and share this channel with your friends. Guess what, guys? I did say that I would definitely at some point give a shout out to someone that watches my video. I just found out that my mom is a dedicated viewer. And that is because from the last video that I shared about the Real Housewife, especially what Bozoma told us about her personal fibroid journey, I decided to share mine. I had not told my family, so my mom found out, just as you guys found out, and she called me and was, offering ideas and giving her own thoughts. So shout out to my mom for being a dedicated viewer and knowing how long the video was. So that particular conversation would have happened from the 17-minute mark, so she would have watched the entire thing. So there you go, Mom. Thank you for supporting. Share this channel with your friends so that they can watch. Now let's get into the talking point that was last episode. Like I said, I don't know what to call this particular season. It has been chaos. These women are fighting. Now, when I say these women, particularly Kaale and Dorit, I don't know when this is going to end. I do not know when we're going to get to a point where they just need to coexist. Not get along, but just coexist for the purpose of harmonizing the group. Because right now, there are two women that are sitting center stage and have sort of used their hate on each other to weaponize the group dynamics. Thank God for Bozoma. Okay, she has been on the news lately. So she was on Breakfast Club. Man, this woman is articulate, and I was just so overjoyed that she has got the African heritage, so I can just feed off of that. Yeah, she's a West African lady. Okay, so yeah, and she has just brought a new dimension to this group of ladies, and this is exactly what the ladies need as compared to the previous introductions who came on, took sides, but were not giving substance. Bozoma has joined these ladies and is giving substance. I mean, there's a reason why she is on the promotional train. She's been on What Happened Live and was able to share her thoughts. There was a question that is it Charming? I can't remember. I can't pronounce his name, guys, or whatever. From Breakfast Club asked one of the co-anchors. They were trying to put Garcelle and her together, and she felt, why should they do that? The lady asked the question about, do you reckon now that you are on there, is it time for Garcelle to exit stage left? And she was like, no, two black women can coexist on the same stage. Yeah, why shouldn't if anyone is going to be leaving, it should want to be one of all the ladies. I don't want to be verbal or quote her verbatim, and this just tells you she's a girl's girl. She knows what time it is. She's here on business, on brand, and she's just going to do her own thing and support the group. I think I like that. Before I get carried away, because I am very long-winded, let's just get into the dynamics. So, speaking of Bozoma, she decided she was going to get the ladies, in line with Sultan's idea of, harmonizing, building a sisterhood. She decided, okay, well, Sultan, you didn't really do a good job of trying to bring the girls together, uniting us. So I'm going to clean up house and clean your mess up by hosting a soiree. And in this particular soiree, we're going to have like a spa day sort of at her home. Now, the ladies were invited, and this is where the whole thing, took center stage, the drama, the chaos. They all gathered, and very quickly, Bozoma pulled Kaale aside to have a run through with regards to the conversation that's, we all know is filtering through memes and jokes. Is now way beyond memes and joke. We are now, plucking at every spares and angles, and it's just chaos. And she wanted to find out, according to Bozoma, she felt some type of way that Kaale revealed the text message or the content of the text message to the other girls, and actually said she wasn't going to reveal the content of the text message when they had their own chat. And so she was surprised by it. Like, is she picking? Is she selective? You know, the type of people she's revealing this particular message to in order to garner support. You know, make of this what you may, guys. And ultimately, it got Kaale riled up, and Dorit was present. Sutton decided to throw a little bit of gasoline, you know, to bring up the conversation. And as you will know, it just went on from having an R&R relaxation to pretty much get me out of here. We will say that whilst the conversation was going on, Dorit and Gassel had a moment, and this stems from the Viper room. The Viper room where Dorit was very defensive when Gassel asked how she was doing. Now, we did understand that the moment was not appropriate. You can't go from someone being irate to trying to tell them, how are you doing? It's not going to work. They're not going to receive it. And so when Dorit realized, or rather felt, okay, I think I might just need to take humble pie here and apologize to this lady, she did exactly that. And, you know, informed Gassel that, yes, she now, you know, went home, sat on it, and realized that she was out of line in being defensive and trying to criticize Gassel's show of empathy. I guess they have resolved that. Does it look like these two are going to see eye to eye anytime soon? Not likely. We'll get to find out how this progresses even further. Anyway, Erika, I think I like Erika in this particular episode because what she did was she chose not to be siding on anyone. Like, she chose to be her own person. She chose to have her own voice and just be neutral. And I think that is just pure class of Erika. I love her to bits. She actually said, okay, it's time I take a back seat. This fight is not my fight. It's between Dorit and Kaale. And the more we try and give our own take based off of their personal aggro, we're not going to resolve this. And so when she decided to call it as it is, she said, you know what, you ladies have to sit down and talk. But again, I think Kaale was sort of, I don't know, I can't really explain Kaale's behavior, but Kaale was not having it. She was very emotional, irate, got really defensive, and pretty much walked out on the ladies. Before she did, she had a few words to say and eventually read the text and implied that some of the content of the text was taken out of proportion or taken out of context. What she was alluding to in terms of not sharing was more to do with production. However, the ladies saw it differently. Chinese whisper, you call it. I really don't know. It's not on my place. I haven't seen this text. It's not my business. And she really walked off, and Dorit had to make a run for it, chasing her down the street to sort of understand and, should I say, explain to Kaale why she's feeling the way she's feeling. Again, these two ladies, we've had this conversation before. They went back and forth. There was really no resolution. Each had their own personal opinion. Each wasn't willing to back down, even though they hate each other. I would say this time they did make an effort to hear each other out. However, it's to be continued, pretty much to be continued. Dorit feels Kaale should not have had the type of conversation she's having with her husband, particularly now that they are having their marital woes. Kaale feels she's friends with PK and she had no clue the extent to which the marriage had deteriorated. Now, Kaale, stop. It's giving, I'm going to find any angle to say that I'm right. But in this case, if you just accept your mistake, own it, apologize, and move on, I guess maybe we'll be halfway done. But even that, I still don't think it will be enough for Dorit. Dorit literally wants this girl's neck on the platter. Quite literally. There was no headway. Kaale ended up leaving abruptly. leaving the ladies in limbo because he didn't really know where they stand. But this is where I'm going to say Bozoma should tread a little bit lightly. Bozoma is literally on Dorit's side. It's clear she's choosing a side. She might not see it as that, but we can clearly see that she's choosing a side. And we, that's her decision. I just don't want her to be so neck deep. But clearly, from all I can see on social media, Dorit and Bozoma are now besties. So I know she did say she had 170 something besties. So I guess Dorit being the 178 bestie, who knows? She's happy in that number. So she is literally following her everywhere she goes. Bozoma celebrated her birthday. Who was there in the photos? Dorit. She had a front row seat to what happens live. I'm pretty sure she was actually front row at the Breakfast Club where she had her interview with the guys over there. So this relationship is now beyond what we can say is for the show. No, they have formed a tight bond, and so Bozoma is so, yes, Dorit is right, but I still love her. I just feel that she should be a little bit cautious. That's it. It's safe to address the rumor or the conversations online with regards to Ginseng and the fact that she made the lesbian comment line in support of Kaale's coming to her own. Now, for some reason, people are attacking Ginseng for making or trying to say, if you want to be a lesbian, you can be a lesbian. Now, I don't see anything wrong. What she was trying to do is give her friend support and say, wherever you're comfortable with, whatever you're comfortable with at this point in time, you should know that we support you. I think that was the premise of that particular conversation. But now people are like, Ginseng, you're very messy. Not really. She's actually the ones asking the questions that we want to know. Like, if she's not asking those questions, we're probably won't get an answer. She's telling them, we're in a show, you have to be honest, you have to be real, you have to share. Things are happening behind the scenes, we need to know. And when she asks these questions, the viewers are on the defensive. That's just weird. These women are on a show to entertain us. So get it together, fans. It's not that serious. Now, the show ended, and I'm so happy that the talking point actually was at the beginning of the show. Okay, so nothing much happened other than the fact that Kaale and Mauricio came together to celebrate Posh's, I think, 16th birthday with a Posh. How the rich lives, guys. How the rich live. I am so envious. Posha, she deserves it. Her parents can afford it. Why not? And I guess happy 16th. We did see, before the particular show ended, Sultan and Ginseng had a moment at Ginseng's beach house where Sultan felt some type of way about the fact that Dorit did something to her, or the text message that wasn't about Sultan for some reason impacted her in a way that she found not acceptable. And this is where I think Sultan is doing a little bit too much in the sense that she is trying to meddle. She is trying her best to get into conversations that she shouldn't be getting into. It's quite ridiculous at this point. Sultan needs a storyline, and I think she needs one pretty quick, because she's now draining me. Like, if it's not about her, she takes a weird turn, and I'm not sure. Like, let Kaale and Dorit find a middle road here. Don't try and put fuel to the already uncontrollable burning flame. Sorry, no pun intended, guys. Because it's like she wants to make it about her. Because even when Bozoma was trying to get the girls to have a sit down, you could see Sultan rolling her eyes and saying, "Oh, it's dramatic. This is very It's not for business. Just stay out of it. Let them figure it out. Bring your own storyline and don't get in the way." And she felt that she was dismissed. I'm like, okay, Sultan, you're doing too much now. It's beyond you. Now, the Episode ended with Dorit having a conversation with Erika over, obviously, they had to do a makeup spa date because they quite clearly ruined the one that Bozoma organized. And this is where it's quite telling what Dorit's intention is. Dorit very quickly was upset at Erika for taking sides or supporting Kaale, and she didn't understand why. She was expecting the loyalty to be for her, not against her. And this is why I said Dorit has been very busy behind the scenes, garnering support, and she's doing that to alienate Kaale from the group. So when Erika decided, okay, I have my own voice, you're not going to boss me around, you know, like, done, she decided to come for Erika by saying, he did not support me. Like, girl, you're not a toddler. You don't need support in this fight. You face it head on. It's your business. Fix it. And Erika clearly told her, I don't want to get in the middle of this. I don't want to take sides. I'm neutral. I can see both sides, and you guys should sort it out. Dorit didn't like that comment. She felt, oh, but you've taken sides because you supported Kaale. But in my head, from episode 1 to episode 7, Erika has been the voice of reason, has been a shoulder to cry on, has said yes to your every whim. And all of a sudden, she had a different opinion, which I think in this instance was quite valid and fair. And you are, for some reason, feeling bad about her being an adult and having her own opinions. It was disgusting. Like I said, it was crazy. I saw no reason for it, and I liked the response Erika gave her, but she tried to pretty much use guilt to make Erika feel like there's something more to this text message that we are all trying to find out. This is where it ends, and I think this is going to give Erika a lot to think about, and I just hope Erika remains her own person and sticks her gun out and put Dorit in her place, because this is getting really high school now. It's high school head mentality, pack mentality like behavior. It's just not on. What do you guys think? Come on the comment section. I am so done with this particular text message, memes and jokes between Kaale and Dorit. I'm done. What do you think about what's going on? What do you think about the text message? Do you think that there is more to it? I think there isn't, but of course they're trying to amplify it so it's more than we think, or than it is. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch up with you very soon. Remember, you are deserving. Stay safe and remain focused.